We are back at the Man Cave. I'm your host, Black Iris. How you guys doing? Got a little video for you today about a woman looking for love. She is looking for love, and let's give her all the support she needs because everyone in this world needs a little bit of love, if not a lot of bit of love. So let's get to the show, please.
Hello, Markia. How old are you? Where are you located? And what do you do for a living?
I am 29. I'm from Iowa, and I work from home in operations. Yeah.
And do you have children? Yes,
I
I'm
do.
assuming you have.
I have two.
How old are they?
I have a 6.5-year-old and a 2.5-year-old.
And may I ask, why aren't you with?
Whoa. Can't you... let's see. We are 23 seconds in. I already hear kids screaming. Why are the kids not someplace where they're not anywhere present while you're having this conversation? They're just running amok.
The 2.5-year-old's dad.
He was a fling, and didn't want anything. I didn't want anything serious with him either, but he also didn't want anything serious, and so we parted ways.
Date someone with children.
Yeah.
Man,
Baby mama drama.
What the hell is wrong with these people? Yo, what is wrong with y'all? Let's just get past the part where your children are just running amok in the house while you're on the phone, because priorities, right? Let's even get past the part that they're still young and you're already ready to shack up with somebody else, which shows you that you are reckless. But not only that, but let's just talk about the fact. Let's talk about two things. One, the dude who you decided not to have anything serious with, which I doubt, I really think you wanted to have something serious with him. That's why you had unprotected sex with him. He didn't want nothing with you. He wasn't trying to be seen in public with you. You can get mad and TikTok. I know you're going to ban me for saying this. You were not good enough to be seen in public. Otherwise, he would have tried to make you somebody he wanted. He read the signs. He knew what you were about. And here we are. So not only that, but then you say that he was just, let's just say, okay, fine. You only saw him as a fling. Your child is now walking around, and you can hear she can talk. He or she can talk, is now going around having to know that this video, which will be replayed over and over again, and people will know what you look like because you got a distinctful face, are going to know that your child was a oops baby and wasn't really wanted, but you kept them anyway. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. And you can go on television, you can go on the radio, and people won't bat an eye.
Because I don't have any baby daddy drama, so no baby mama drama or anything like that.
What type of guy are you looking for?
Just a child that's going to have to go to some type of therapy because you decided to have an oops baby and say that he was no good. He wasn't good enough to keep you around. And we let you get away with this. That is disgusting.
Don't describe how he looks, just his character.
I want somebody kind, somebody generous, is smart.
Smarter than you because you don't know what contraceptives are. You don't know how to tell him to wrap it up, how to take a certain pill that stops everything just in case.
And is a decision maker.
You mention this because just like the girls are saying, they want a provider, and I'm always like, what does that mean to you? What does generous mean to you, Marquita? What does that look like for you?
Somebody who thinks about me and just in like their everyday interactions. We don't have to text and talk all day. I'm too old for that. Like, we don't have to text and talk all day, but like if you see something that makes you think of me, pick it up, and the next time we see each other, or you're scrolling on Amazon or what have you, if you see something that I like, send it.
Do you see what I say, that modern women have this delusion that they're 10? She is a 1. If there was a way to put a minus on that and add 10 points, it would be accurate to what she is. I'm not trying to be funny. You're bald, you're overweight, you got 6 chins. Come on. TikTok, I know you're going to ban me, and I'm going to make a rant on that when you do ban this part of the video, because I know that's what you do. Oh, you can't say it about the women. The women are protected species. Go to hell. Go to hell. I've seen them say some horrible things. I've seen Instagram show half nude women, and all they do is blur the nipples in their pee area, and all of a sudden that's okay. Let me explain something to you. You are not in a place to be demanding anything. You should be working with the oops baby daddy and fixing that problem. You too, let me see if I get this straight. You too old for texting and talking, but if he wants to buy me stuff like I'm a sugar baby, sugar mama, sugar daddy, I don't even know, whatever, sugar daddy. Why would a sugar daddy choose you when he can choose a 21-year-old chick? Why would he just say, "Oh, I just happen to be thinking about you. Let me just buy you some stuff"? That's why I tell you that wrinkle chick destroyed your brains.
Just thinks of me like in their everyday like interactions kind of thing. Somebody generous and like somebody who obviously kind to like wait staff and just somebody that is giving, not overly so in a people pleasing type of way, but who thinks of others essentially.
And does this man have to make a certain amount of money per year?
Yes, I mean, where I am in Iowa, it doesn't have to be six figures, but minimum like 90,000 if you're going to support a family and live here.
Do you believe in?
Well, I'm sorry, what? Support what family? Yours? Because that's what you're talking about, right? When you say support a family, you mean support you. Because you're up there, right? See, this is what I don't understand. See, women don't understand math. If you put two damn salaries together, you can actually make well over six figures, which is more than enough to take care of a family. And you women fought for this, to be able to make all this money and do all that nonsense. So I don't understand where you're coming at where the man's got to make so much more money than you. Y'all talk about hypergamy and all this other nonsense, but then you go back and forth with the same nonsense, which is I want to make more money, but the man I work needs to make more money than me so I can feel better about myself, about the life I live. Or you could just make 60 and 60 and make some good money with that together, 70 and 70 together, 80 together. But I don't want that, because you don't want to feel like you haven't made it. You live in the United States. We are broke. You haven't made it. And you can't even find a man that wants to stay with you long enough to build a family with. Stop getting specific. Try to find someone that actually wants to stay around you, and stop picking flings and pretending you picked the fling when we know doggone well, looking at you ain't picking no fling. You're looking for somebody to take over.
50-50, or you want someone who provides 100%?
No. I will never date a 50-50 man again.
See?
If I can support myself.
I'll never date a 50 man again. You don't not in any position to demand some of this. What? Because you want the man to pay all your bills. Then why do you have a job then? This is why I say men get a job to provide for the family. Women get a job to provide for themselves and say that they made it. Come out in the comments section on any of these platforms and tell me I'm lying. I don't care. I will start a live stream one day, and you all can call in and tell me how that's false and it's all this, that, and the third. Okay.
100%. It doesn't make any sense to go 50-50 with somebody.
See what I'm talking about?
Marquita, and because you said that so like certain, you were sure, what does that look like for you, a provider? Since you've been through that experience, what does providing now look like for you? Like what does that mean? Rent? Does that mean mortgage? Does that mean the car note? What does that look like for you?
Yeah, that means all the things. Like if I'm gonna potentially have more children, because I am open to have more children, if I'm gonna potentially give my life up to be with you, yeah, you have to pay for everything. I said earlier, I'll maybe pay an internet bill, maybe.
I tell you, this is what I'm telling you. They are completely lost. It's always the... I'm going to try to be nice about it. It's always the less than attractive women who come out here talking about, I deserve a man that pays all my bills. It's like that woman who has the mustache, who claims that she's a model. Maybe she is a model, talking about how she only gets high value men. I know she's making fun of the whole thing, and it works. Because there's no way in hell that Elephant Man walking is literally going to be talking about how she get high value men and is like legit. And if she is, mental illness is a real thing. She's laughing. I'm telling you. I'm just going to say, this community has a lot of women that think like this. Obese, horrible skin, And you want to talk about how that man got to pay all these bills. Ha 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 ha. No, I'm not paying your bills. What's wrong with you? Overweight, not very, 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 very unattractive. And you want to tell, like, oh, he's got to pay 100% of bills. I may pay. Y'all can't even stop for 5 seconds to be humble. This is why you're the least desired. Don't get mad at me. Look at statistics.
Just for fun. Everything. Car note. Everything. If I can do all of that by myself, if I'm going to be with you, then you need to be able to also do the same.
Would he also?
If you're, this is why y'all need to stop talking. If you're so established and you doing this and that and the third and you making it up in the world, why, in the name of Zeus's butthole, are we still sitting here and you're telling me, well, I can do it, then you should be able to do it for me. If you can do it, what's the problem? Oh, because you don't want you spend your own money. Got it.
Also have to, I guess, pick up the responsibilities of your children, your 2 children as well.
I mean, yes, because when you're in the long-term relationship and marriage is what I'm looking for, like our kids, if they have kids too, like I think of them as my children as well. So it wouldn't make any sense for me to, think of somebody's kids as my own, but then not them, think the same. So yeah.
And when I ask these questions, this is for you, Marquita, and anyone else watching. I always like to say throughout the live, there's no right or wrong answer, right? So whatever you want, that's what you want. What 3?
You're right. There are no right or wrong answers when it comes to what you want, but I say that there's stupid questions and stupid answers for things that you would think you deserve. Yes, it's pretty stupid. Are you serious? She's just trying to be nice.
Deal breakers for you.
3 deal breakers. Somebody that's not close with their family, or at least has a legitimate reason as to why they're not close with their family. So if he's an older man and they have older siblings and everything, not being close is kind of understandable. But if it's somebody like around any sense to be with somebody who's not close with their family and not have a legitimate reason why, or
you mean like not close to the father of the children that you decided to create unwillingly? So when you wanted to get married, why wasn't that the first option before you opened up your you-know-what and let him shoot up the club, as the kids say? Is it just like all of you, not saying all of you, but a good portion of you just don't think about marriage, or you try to demonize marriage to justify the fact that you were piss poor at choosing? Why would you go ahead and choose to be with some dude that wasn't good enough to be with you, but he was good enough to shoot up the club? Unprotected, mind you.
Especially if somebody is a father, like not taking care of their kids, that's an absolute no. If you can't take care of your kids, you can't take care of me either. So we have nothing to talk about.
So like the fling? So when you can't pick a man to save your life, does any of that, register in your head as just being stupid? You chose a man that was not trying to be in that kid's life. And now you're putting the restrictions on the next guy because you made the same stupid choices. The same stupid choices. You want this man to basically show up and be better than you, right?
And then also somebody who can't keep stable employment, or anybody who's like got side hustles and like not like a real job. Like all their job is. We have to have.
Let me guess, that's the guy that was the fling, right? The hustle guy, the swag guy. That's the guy you had no problem giving it up. The next guy, oh, he's got to prove. This is why I tell you, these women don't plan for the future. If it feels good, they're all about that life. If it feels good. But once they start, quote unquote, finding themselves and maturing, I need to get things stable at the age of 40, 50 years old. I need to find myself. Like, really?
Security. So somebody who's got stable employment. You can be an entrepreneur, but not a Uber Eats, Lyft, none of that.
And then they demand what they want oh, I demand to have this, I demand to have that. I'm telling you, the kids that you have, though, I think she said 2 kids. The kids that she had, she wasn't asking for any of that. All she cared about was the D, and if the kids came along, it is what it is. That's disgusting. They should be the most precious things in your life. Isn't that what women say? Children are the most precious things to our lives, but yet you have no problem deleting them when you don't want them or you've been irresponsible about it.